wear your pride on your sleeve. This is a call.
Hi guys, and welcome to Xcom 2 Long War of the Chosen. It's got a few mods in here. I had to start a new run, which we're doing right now. Because the last run I wasn't getting any money when I contacted like Mexico. You know, the country is supposed to give you some coin, they never gave me any money, so that's a bug for sure. Especially at the beginning of the game. So let's check it out.
Join your fellow Americans and call Pure Talk to get 50% off your first month. This is your call. It's time to answer.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why Select Quote makes getting coverage you need easy. Now get up to a $2 million policy with no medical exam and same-day coverage.
Visit SelectQuote.com now. When water system turbo attacks.
For 4 generations of family tradition,
Salami barbecue size recount. I guarantee her best. Into a certain size. We all know Mark Wahlberg is an American movie star, but what makes him unique is what he does when he's not on the silver screen. Mark is passionate about his family, his faith, and his country. He joined me on a tour of our 9/11 mobile exhibit. With his powerful voice, he's helping us to never forget those who have sacrificed so much.
You guys are doing amazing work.
Our foundation, you know what we do. We take care of our first responders and Gold Star widows that the local is behind the line to do it and leave young children behind. Catastrophic injured service members. When we build these mortgage-free smart homes, you're an benefit. Absolutely. St. Francis and Sisters and Brothers and Sisters Home Absolutely. We all have to do our part. There is definitely a role for every one of us to contribute some sort of way.
Now, we don't hold any grudge in any New York Boston sports rivalries because of all that you guys do.
I have been fortunate to be able to visit Afghanistan and to see the sacrifice that our brave men and women actually make to hide our freedoms. I don't take that lightly.
Because I got involved, I was inundated with calls about how many people can help and contribute.
It represents all the great heroes of God in our life, and we're always going to hold it to the highest standards of any foundation in America to find a worthy cause.
The fact that this is something that has literally touched the fact that every single person, they have to be a part of it. And your reputation is beyond impeccable. Everybody knows where the money's going. Every single dollar. God bless you. We need your help to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and all of first responders' families with young children. Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting teachingteam.org.
No need for
Well, those who no longer safe in Joe Biden's America, my once favorite place to immerse myself in Dana's reading rooms was transformed into rowdy drug and hookup dens. Across the country, the ladies who tell you to shush have witnessed everything from public sex, people shooting up, and even assault. It's so bad in San Francisco, librarians are out demanding security guards be stationed at every branch. One poor woman found herself standing between a half-dressed man wielding a short letter opener and a group of preschoolers.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get they can't know we were here.
Where are you going to be first, Christian?
Understood.
What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening after this. Those workers you saw there are members of SEIU Local 1021. They're currently bargaining in a collective bargaining agreement. And they're asking for more security in their libraries. There's all that's happening in San Francisco. What's also happening in San Francisco is we're seeing a decrease in car break-ins are down 51%, gun violence is down 38%, property crimes are down 14%, robbery is down 18%, overall crime is down 32%. So the narrative that crime is just rampant and widespread is actually not matching up to the statistics.
Is it down from last year or down from 2019?
It's down from the pandemic. I'll give you that. Don't get me wrong, I think at the height of the pandemic and right after coming out of the pandemic, crime was at all time high. But what we're seeing happening now is crime is decreasing all across the the country. In San Francisco, in Chicago, so it's not New York, nature place. It's not your the data says it.
Do you really believe that? I do believe the FBI. It's not. Richard, none of the. Can I just? Yeah, the FBI data has been revealed to be flawed. They did a comprehensive piece in the Washington Examiner where they completely debunked it. It showed that the system that was being used was abandoned by cities because it was too complicated, and then even the FBI just stopped tabulating crime, so they started estimating, and now they're finding out that when they talk to the victims, in terms of like things like robberies, it's up 30% rather than down 10%.
This is also from the department. This is from the San Francisco Police Department.
But here's the problem. The stack reporting is so onerous. The local police are not doing it. It's just like police. First of all, why is everybody leaving California? Why are homes down 20% in San Francisco? Why? Because there's no crime there. Everybody's leaving the state because it's a hellhole. Because people are shooting up in libraries, having sex in libraries, and beating each other up. You got someone who's half dressed with a knife in preschoolers right there. Let me tell you something. The thing that's wrong with this society is that we got a bunch of liberal leftist progressives who know nothing. I don't know what makes them think that letting criminals out and let them act out their hate and their violence and their sex and their drugs in a public library reduces racism. These people are fuckers, I say. Dana?
I mean, only San Francisco could just hire a whole bunch of security guards called police and then actually enforce the crimes and then reinforce the police and what they do. It was one of the great cities in the world. I used to love going there and go up there and speak to them fondly, but when you can just go on vacation right now, does it ever enter your mind like, I would love to go to Peter, okay, so let's go to San Francisco. No, we say, let's go to Nashville. Let's go to California. Let's go to Miami. How about Key West? If you go to Dallas, nobody is wanting to take a vacation there. In fact, people are being forced to go to conventions there because they're under contract. Look, I hope that the librarians get what they want. They deserve to be protected. The other problem is all these libraries all across the country, people are going there to check out Charlotte's Web, as I did. You could have it for 7 days. They are going there to get free internet. Sometimes there's free food and drink. I go several times a month. And they're able to hide and then also.
I love the screen between missions. It's pretty cool for Longmore.
I don't care if the libraries aren't safe for kids. Did you hear that they moved the book My Trans Dad Can Twerk from the kids section to teens? That's the real crime, Dana. I would gladly risk being assaulted rather than deny my child the right, to read, to hear a drag queen read Billy Likes Butt Plugs during Pride Month. To your points, Dana, isn't it amazing how the effort to reduce the oppressive presence of order ends up increasing the militarized response? It's the false compassion, which is directed towards criminality, gives way to the reality of lawlessness, and ends up as a police state. A police state doesn't arrive in a society that has laws. The most lawless countries in the world are the ones with government-backed machine gunners on every corner. I was trying to check out a book when a guy's pointing a machine gun at you. Oh, yeah. And then I think the book you're going to check out. Not correct. Coming out here. How dare you? Get your ass off the set right now. The four most dreaded words you can hear on an airplane. I spend a lot of time thinking about dirt at 3 in the morning. Any time of day. What people don't know is that not all dirt is the same. You need dirt with the right kind of nutrients. Look at this new organic soil from Miracle Grow. Everybody should have it. It looks great for us. This is as good as gold in any garden. If people only knew that it really is about the dirt. You're a dirt nerd. Huge dirt nerd. I'm proud of it.
Can peace of mind fit into just 3 fruits and 3 veggie supplements? Yes. We start by sourcing the best fruit and vegetable ingredients. We ensure that all our produce meets our rigorous standards in order to give you the highest quality product possible. They are then washed, cut and put through an advanced vacuum pull process that removes the water using pressure. We then take great care in grinding them into a fine powder. These powdered ingredients are then mixed and encapsulated, locking out air and moisture. The capsules are then bottled and shipped right to your door, so you can experience your own personal balance of nature success story.
I've looked at other supplements out there, and they don't have what Balance of Nature has.
Balance of Nature really was the game changer. I'm serious, it works.
It is a great product. Otherwise, it wouldn't be taken.
Get 35% off and $10 off any additional sets as a preferred customer by using discount code Fox News.
All these games on DirecTV and no satellite on the roof. Think about this. Blue Jays, Cardinals, Orioles. What's missing?
The Indian Condor?
No walnut brain. Pigeons. They'd rather name a team after socks.
To be fair, we're not very athletic.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds. That's great. You know, I've been telling everyone. How many people did you tell? Only paid for what you need.
It's crazy. It's out of control. Johnny, let's Francis from Penny Brand.
Why aren't those providers in a problem?
It's a kid, it's Jesse Waters from
That's affirmative. Moving to Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on it. Got it covered. Got it covered.
Choose the sleep number smart bed, and if you need warm and cold,
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
sleep number does that. Save up to $800 on select sleep number smart beds or 0% interest for 36 months. Shop now at sleepnumber.com.
I just hurt my neck because I fell out of my chair because my boss just told me that our new starter pack just dropped. Sauce stick deodorant, scented your choice. Main tube of deodorant in the scented your choice. Plus 2 free items, plus free shipping.
This is the story of the one. The one who believes being prepared is not just a way of life. It's how he helps everyone stay safe. He sweats the small stuff before it becomes big stuff. For the one, being an unsung hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he likes it. The industrial grade products you need deliver fast. Call clickgranger.com or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
And welcome back. It's the 4 most dreaded words on a flight. Will you switch seats? Sadly, these annoying requests are on the rise, and they're causing some uncomfortable conversations. Dana,
Well, I have a theory about this thing, first of all. The only time I've ever really asked for this was if they're in a position together. But I will never ask somebody if they'll move unless it's a better deal for them. Like, are you going to move from a middle seat to an aisle seat if you switch with me? And I'll sit with Peter. That I would do. Is it an even trade? You have to take that into account. And also, who do I have to sit next to? Are they eating with their mouth open? Do they have their shoes off? Like, there's all of that. The other thing is, sometimes you don't need to sit with the people you're traveling with. Just put the AirPods in.
great. Wow. And you met him on a plane. Imagine if you had that same logic there.
I do. I have a static.
This is why I only try to fly private.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going on a little trip next week for a couple of days. Yeah, so this will be on my radar. The little RAR. I will fly really harder for. Did you ever see that movie with Robert Redford? Come up with a list of options, and it has to be an upgrade, as you say. This is not going to be well, I'm not trading 50-50, so you're going to have to try really hard to please me.
Well, first of all, I would never ask anyone if they could trade seats.
How did it be?
If they ask me, probably not. Probably not. I mean, really. There's so much to look into. You'll get to see this. When you decide to get the ticket, you pay more for a particular seat. You think one ahead of time. Everybody needs to be responsible
for themselves.
And, it's like this airplane lunacy. It's starting to be like road rage. You see people fighting with each other over seats. I don't like it at all. At all. I put my big clothes on and I'm like reading.
I was on a flight with Anna and our 2 young children, and luckily I was seated away from them. And Anna goes, ask the guy if he can switch seats. So I disingenuously asked the guy. I looked him dead in the eyes and I go, should be the ceiling. Would you like to switch seats? And I said, sure, tell you that was a lovely flight.
I do think there should be a kids section.
That's another topic.
But that's another topic for another day. Right now, one more thing up next.
You don't find mommy.
Saturday.
Here's the PG Scoop every Thursday.
Help fuel today with Boost High Protein. Complete nutrition you need without the stuff you don't. So, here's to their host. The new show that's changing Drive TV is back. With a new season only on Fox Nation. Hey, friends, we're still watching Charlotte's Takes Life. So the show, where every shot tells a different story. Every frame uncovers the truth. Buckle up, America. New episode Friday on Fox Nation. All part of Fox Justice. Don't miss your last chance to sign up and get your first year of Fox Nation for $29.99. America is streaming.
There are many ways to do things. At Old Dominion Freight Line, we do them this way. This way has people who start early, people who care and inspire each other to do things the way they should be done. This way uses technology and goes the extra mile to deliver your promises on time, every time. This way is why we're the #1 national LTO carrier for quality. For us, this way is the right way, which is why it's the only way we go.
Lisa, did you have life insurance?
Do you?
Gotta get on it. Check out SelectQuote. Trust me, the peace of mind, worth it.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why SelectQuote makes getting coverage you need easy, for less than $1 a day. Now get up to a $2 million policy with no medical exam and same-day coverage. Visit SelectQuote.com. We shop, you save.
Tommy Copper's got your back with back support built right into your shirt. Because when your back feels better, you can be your best. Get the tank top with back support at TommyCopper.com today.
What's the #1 item in a crisis? Food. Because when the world goes sideways, grocery shelves get picked bare, and people won't even go hungry. That's why you need 4 Patriot's best-selling 3-month survival food kit. Food designed to last for 25 years. It's great and it's unique. That was 680 servings and 24 delicious meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Get your food kit with free shipping and free mini kits at 4patriots.com.
When I started my pillow, it was just a problem solution one Friday company. Well, since then, with the help of my dedicated employees, we now have hundreds of products. Some you might not even know. To get the word out, we're having a $25 extravaganza. 2-pack multi-use My Pillows, $25. My Pillow sandals, $25. And for the first time ever, our 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, just $25. Our brand new 4-pack dish towels, $25. And I've never done this before. Premium My Pillows with all new Giza fabric, any size, any loft level, even king size for only $25. And there's so much more. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code for our $25 extravaganza. Order $75 and over, your entire order ships absolutely free.
When Barnes was the turbo tax.
4 generations of family tradition. Huh? I want to make her feel.
Salami barbecue cycle count. I guarantee her maximum refund.
Into a turbo tax.
Working on the 5 has been a wonderful experience. But you know what the best part of all this is? Great merch. Great took the last roll again. What a surprise.
Time now for one more thing. Look, if New York City doesn't get it together, we could end up like Australia with our subway system. Check out what happened here. This report in Sydney, Australia was seen stirring up trouble. He was at the train station. Imagine if you saw that in the subway. You think you have a van in New York? Look at what they're doing in Sydney.
What a job interview. Look at the.
He was all suited up. Yeah, he was on the train today. No, he did not. New York, look out. Judge.
Okay, to have it to hold, so long as you're holding the right hands. Watch this case of mistaken identity out of Florida where a new bride exits the wedding hand in hand with her hubby. Except the man whose hand she grabs wasn't her hubby.
They didn't even look alike.
Not to worry though, she went back for the actual groom and everyone had a good laugh at her expense.
And it's all on tape.
That's right.
They got divorced a year later. So many decisions after that.
Tonight, oh, we got a big one, Roseanne Barr, Jeff Guy, Emily Campagno with Tyrus. It's gonna be fun. Let's do this, huh? Oh my God, this is great. Emperor penguins, cliff diving. Wow. Look at this. This is good. They all got there and they're all waiting to go. And they're all half of them are terrified, but there they go. They're jumping.
Wait a minute, why?
Because they have to migrate.
They swim away and then they come back. But this is something they like to do. Yeah. It's incredible.
Where is this?
This is in the Antarctica, not the Uncle Arctica.
That's a good one, Greg.
Thank you. By the way, this is the first of its kind footage, courtesy National Geographic, who took the footage via drone.
I love it. They got some.
Speaking of drones, Dana, look who's next.
Oh, yeah.
I will be at Fort Myers over the weekend. Get it together. There we are. Come see me at the Barnes & Noble. Saturday, I'll sign books and take photos. Then we'll be in Beach Haven, New Jersey. Vero Beach, Florida. Mendon, New Jersey. We got New Jersey covered, and then we're sold out in Yorba Linda. Tonight, Jesse Waters prime time. Kato Kalin
Amazing.
at 8 o'clock.
What does he look like now?
Same.
He does not.
Same exact look.
That's 30 years ago.
He doesn't age.
With that hair?
Same hair.
Wow.
You should ask him some secrets for your own.
I will.
All right, Mr. Ranger.
What's the farthest you've ever ran? Well, for Russ Cook, the answer is 16,000 kilometers. As the extreme marathon runner, he just became the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa. It took him 352 days. The journey was across 16 countries. It came with an abundance of challenges, including food poisoning, being robbed at gunpoint, but it didn't stop him. He finally made it to the end, where folks flew out to run alongside him to the finish line. Congratulations, Russ. I wouldn't have done it, but God bless it.
What do his feet look like?
I don't want to know. You need the pedicure, I can guarantee it.
Well, that's one way. That's one way to travel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would recommend it, but I would recommend walking up tomorrow. We will be here. Thanks. That's it for us, everybody. Have a great night.
Will do.
Hey, Dana. Love the pioneers.
I do too. I love it. Have a good night.
Good evening. I'm Brett Baer. Breaking tonight. Growing concern over congressional opposition to an extension of a key counterterrorism tool. Some lawmakers want big changes before approving the reauthorization bill for FISA that allows surveillance of individuals out of this country. This comes as the head of the FBI issues a dire warning about the consequences of such action and talks about the serious threats now facing the U.S. 3 o'clock Steve Cover's chat program on Capitol Hill as multiple lawmakers tell Fox there is a new plan in the House to get FISA reauthorization done as soon as tomorrow, ahead of a meeting between the House Speaker and presumptive Republican nominee, former President Donald Trump. But we begin with correspondent David Scott, live at the Justice Department tonight. Good evening, David.
Very good evening to you. FBI Director Christopher Wray chooses his words carefully, and hours ago he made it clear the threat level to the United States is the highest he's ever seen in his professional career.
Now, increasingly concerned is the potential for a coordinated attack here in the homeland, akin to the ISIS-K attack we saw at the Russian concert hall just a couple weeks ago.
Gray is pushing members of Congress to reauthorize FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, specifically Section 702. It allows the intel agencies to collect communications of foreign people overseas without a warrant, and it is possible someone in the United States could get swept up in that collection if that person in the U.S. is talking to a suspected person overseas.
702 is crucial to our ability to warn and protect our critical infrastructure from hackers in China, in Russia, Iran, including cyber threats to our electricity, our water, our hospitals.
Some Republicans and Democrats are joining together and pushing to reform Section 702. They want a warrant to be required when it involves data collection of someone in the United States who may be talking to someone overseas. There were more than 200,000 abuses of FISA over several years. Those occurred before reforms were put in place in 2021. Gray touted some of those reforms, like lowering the number of people in the FBI who can make the queries, but some Republicans today were not convinced.
I don't trust you. I don't think that this is necessarily a funding problem that we have for your agency as much as a leadership problem.
Gray also warned about the threat from China multiple times. He said of the communist government, their quote, is sparing no expense in its quest to hack, lie, cheat, and steal its way to the top as a global superpower, end quote. He previously said the Bureau opens a counterintelligence investigation on China roughly every 12 hours. Right?
Good response. Just thanks. Embattled House Speaker Mike Johnson talks to Fox News about tomorrow's meeting and news conference with former President Donald Trump. That comes as GOP lawmakers remain divided over aid to Ukraine and salvaging the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act bill. Senior congressional correspondent Chad Program is on Capitol Hill tonight with the latest. Good evening, Chad.
Brett, the House is writing a plan for a 2-year FISA extension. They want to vote on the bill tomorrow before House Speaker Mike Johnson meets with Trump. House Speaker Mike Johnson hoping an appearance with former President Trump pass him a lifeline. Johnson's job could be in jeopardy. He's stymied by his own party on 2 major issues. Any opinion on Ukraine? Also, FISA. The former president and Johnson will have a bill focused on preventing illegal immigrants from voting. Mr. Trump does undercut Johnson's FISA reform bill this week, even though he signed a renewal of the controversial program into law in 2018. Democrats believe the former president paralyzes the speaker.
Extreme Republicans are taking orders from their puppet master. Down in Mar-a-Lago.
Conservatives blasted Johnson's original FISA reform plan for not going far enough. Did Johnson step in this by putting this on the floor, trying to go this route?
Yeah, I think he made a big mistake. That creates a lot of bad faith.
Johnson planned a Ukraine bill for next week, but nothing's ready.
Speaker Johnson needs to put his foot down
and cost him his job.
If I were in his shoes, I'd be willing to risk my job for the security of our country.
Marjorie Taylor Greene threatened to oust the speaker if he aids Ukraine. The headline could salvage Johnson.
And I believe that there are a reasonable number of Democrats who do not want to see the speaker fall as a result of doing the right thing.
The GOP is okay with a 2-year extension of FISA. That's because members of Trump is in the White House when it needs reauthorization. Right?
Talk to new appropriations for the chair a little bit. Home chat things. There's increasing speculation tonight about possible Iranian retaliation against Israel over an attack that killed one of the Islamic Republic's top military leaders. Tonight, the Biden administration is walking a fine line between supporting Israel and criticizing its execution of the war on Hamas. Right now, of course, I'm Jack Young, because that story's not live with Long. Jack.
Hey, Greg. The White House sent the CENTCOM commander to Israel today to show support, and the defense secretary spoke to his Israeli counterpart by phone. But the U.S. is not publicly revealing any plans to jointly respond to the expected Iranian attack on its ally.
The U.S. is not spelling out consequences if Iran follows through with an expected strike in Israel.
I don't want to get into hypotheticals here.
Although President Biden shared support for Israel's security publicly, officials won't describe any direct communications with Iran.
The administration said a direct warning to Iran not to attack Israel. Don't just not go into back and forth.
Excellent.
Department Secretary Blinken is making lots
Well
of
done
efforts
mission.
in other countries.
Tough.
Including Turkish Foreign Minister
First missions
Chinese Foreign Minister
was a pain in the ass.
Minister Faisal bin Farhan to make clear that escalation is not in anyone's interest and that countries should urge Iran not to escalate.
As Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu makes this vow.
Whoever hurts us, we hurt him.
Iran's supreme leader vowed to retaliate against Israel for a strike in Syria that killed 2 Iranian generals. Israel has not taken responsibility for that attack.
The wicked regime of Israel made a mistake in this case. It must be punished, and it will be punished.
Tonight, the streets of Tel Aviv are quiet, but Israeli forces are on high alert, bracing for the possibility of a direct attack from Iran or its proxies.
But at the White House, public criticism of Israel's conduct in Gaza also continues after Biden said Netanyahu is making a mistake.
Unfortunately, we've seen more than 200 of humanitarian aid workers die, and that is something we do not want to continue to see.
President Biden's Israel messaging has been very mixed. Even though he said yesterday U.S. support for Israel's security is ironclad, last week he threatened to change U.S. policy toward Israel if Israel doesn't take immediate steps to address the disaster in Gaza. Brett.
Check out the Cloud in the North Lawn. Check. We're getting additional reaction tonight to the worse than expected report on inflation. Some experts are now predicting the Federal Reserve may actually increase its key interest rate instead of cutting it. Our business correspondent Grady Trimble is here to tell us what that could mean for the U.S. economy.
Tonight, the nation's debt continues to climb, rising at a clip of around $1 trillion every 100 days. On track to spend $870 billion on interest payments alone this year. That's more than the United States spends on defense.
This is what happens when you spend trillions of dollars unnecessarily. It's like putting gasoline in the fire. The Federal Reserve has raised interest rates, as we all know, which made buying homes, everything, including housing, much more expensive.
Higher interest rates also make borrowing more expensive for the U.S. government, fueling the soaring debt and boosting the federal deficit. That deficit, the gap between money coming into the government's coffers and money going out, expected in 10 years to hit $2.6 trillion. And even as inflation ticks up for the 3rd month in a row, President Biden is forecasting lower interest rates soon.
I do stand by my prediction that before years after rates may it.
But the former Treasury Secretary under President Clinton, Larry Summers, says there's a serious possibility the Fed's next move is on hikes. Some economists say that's what it should do.
The Fed never should have stopped increasing rates because inflation has never been trending towards 2%. It has been trending towards 3% plus. We've arrived there. We've been there for months. And there is no indication we are going any lower anytime soon.
Not all hope is lost for a rate cut at the Fed's June meeting, but right now Wall Street is betting it's more likely to happen in September or maybe even after the election. That's largely going to depend on which way inflation goes between now and the summer months. Brett.
Great, thanks. Stocks mixed today. The Dow lost 2. The S&P 500 was up 38. The Nasdaq jumped 272 to a new record close today. Up next, the death of a man who went from fame and fortune to infamy. First, using some of the possibilities around the country tonight. Fox 13 in Tampa, as much of Florida braces for thunderstorms. Warnings have been issued for several counties. The line of storms has already dumped rain in Tallahassee, leading to flash flood warnings there. The station's meteorologist expects a slight chance of severe weather north of Tampa, marginal risk south of the city. Fox 45 in Baltimore has new sonar images released by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers capture the sunken remains of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. The agency says bridge wreckage is in the deepest part of the federal shipping channel in and out of the Port of Baltimore. A
cargo ship hit one of the bridge's support pillars March 26th, causing that bridge to collapse. And this is a live look in Nashville. One of the big stories there tonight from Fox 17, affiliate. A Tennessee Girl Scout troop uses its hard-earned cookie money to fund a microchip scanner for lost pets. Troop 1255 apparently came up with the idea 2 years ago. The scanner was installed at a library. A second station is now at a pet center. Congratulations. Cookie money for good use. That's tonight's live look. Outside the Beltway from Special Report. We'll be right back.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different. How so? We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest. So we don't sell any commission-based products.
Then how do you make money?
We have a simple management fee structured so we do better and our clients do better.
The clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority by getting to know their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more.
Wow. Here we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
It's hard to run a business online. Make it easier on yourself. With Shopify, you can have your inventory, payments, and customers in sync across all the places you sell. Start your journey with a free trial today.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. That's why I love Redfin's home recommendations. They know what I want even before I do. A home that's just right.
Yeah. Yeah. People thinking my daughter is my sister, that never gets old. With Cerevital FS, I wake up refreshed.
Cerevital is more worth getting these supplements at all. Get started today at trycerevital.com. 20 seconds a week to lose 20% of your weight in a year with diet and exercise. That's the power of GLP-1s through Row. Connect with a provider today at row.co/20.
Tax season is hunting season for identity thieves, which is why tax fraud was up 30% last year. LifeLock alerts you and works to fix problems with a dedicated restoration agent. LifeLock, identity theft protection starts here.
These politicians can never agree.
Oh, we don't always agree. You're into politics, it stresses me out. Luxury, spending.
I agree on this stuff. At least we be comfortable disagree.
We'll start work on the new facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's done.
Sasha, luxury mattresses made affordable. The mission is just something that everyone can really get behind. We're just regular people donating. And I think it's cool to be able to make a difference in someone's life in a way that is meaningful.
Alexis, show off the crops.
Technology that's ready for the ring. Lexus settings.
Buy 100% free with TurboTax-free edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at TurboTax.com. That's me!
This has to change immediately.
This viral TikToker's wake-up call to his generation. Don't miss the exclusive for you for all Bucks and friends.
But so far, everything seems on the level. We're receiving the position of the Templar HQ now. We don't know much about these Templars, so it might be worth sticking around here for a while, as well as contacting Geist, their leader.
Light creatures and ally facing a shared enemy. My followers seek balance with the psionic forces that flow through the earth and all its inhabitants. We channel this energy, aided by technology of our own design, to pursue justice for those who have fallen.
Changing channels, you gotta see the 4 Patriots best-selling 3-month survival food kit. Designed to last 25 years, so you're covered when things go sideways. Packed with 688 servings and 24 delicious meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Easy to make, tastes great, and you get these 2 mini kits absolutely free. Go to 4patriots.com. Do it now. Get your food kit with free shipping and free mini kits at 4patriots.com.
Sorry I'm late. Alright, close our books.
It's the end of the month. What do you guys have, like an accounting army?
Actually, we're using Grim.
Us too. Graham automatically tracks expenses and receipts.
Automated expense tracking.
We can manage business kind of all in one place.
And we get powerful insights to make smarter financial decisions.
With Ramp, we close our books faster.
And show up on time.
That was a practice swing. Close your books faster and save an average of 5%. Learn more at Ramp.com.
The former longtime interpreter for Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani is being charged with federal bank fraud for crimes involving gambling debts and theft of millions of dollars from the player. Federal authorities say he paid Mizuhara stole more than $16 million from Ohtani's bank accounts to pay for his own sports betting and lied to the bank to access those funds. Mizuhara was fired by the Dodgers after the scandal surfaced. Major League Baseball is conducting its own separate investigation. Breaking tonight, the complicated life of a football icon who became a TV and movie star and then a national pariah has ended. O.J. Simpson has died at 76 years old after a battle with prostate cancer. Simpson's gridiron and entertainment legacy was forever overshadowed by the accusations that he killed his former wife and her friend, and the ensuing trials that captivated and divided a nation. National correspondent William Lajness has our story from Los Angeles.
Could not do this. Analysts called it the trial of the century. Football hero, media superstar O.J. Simpson accused of murder.
Both victims were killed in a similar manner, slashing and stabbing wounds.
Simpson's dream team of attorneys kept the nation on edge.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
The drama lasting months, 100 million viewers waiting for a verdict.
We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant Corey James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder.
But the damage was done. 83% of whites, 57% of blacks believe Simpson murdered ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and friend Ron Golden. It followed this infamous car chase on a California freeway and a mugshot that shocked the nation. Simpson was later found liable in his civil case and ordered to pay $33 million, most of which was never paid, despite a generous NFL pension and his book, If I Did It. Before his fall from grace, Simpson captivated America on the football field. First at USC, where he won the Heisman, then with the Buffalo Bills, becoming the first running back to break 2,000 yards in a single season. After football, the charismatic Simpson jumped to broadcasting, commercials, and film. But many felt Simpson found justice in 2008 when he was convicted of felony kidnapping and armed robbery in Nevada, where he served 9 years in prison.
Hey, Twitter world is yours truly.
Simpson spent his final years in Las Vegas, frequently posting videos on X. In his last post, February 11th, he said he was feeling fine.
My health is good. I mean, obviously, I'm dealing with some issues. But, hey, I think I'm just about over it.
O.J. Simpson died of cancer. He was 76. In Los Angeles, William Lajness, Fox News.
Great, thank you. Let's get some perspective from sportscaster Jim Gregg, who joins us tonight from the Double Eagle Club in Augusta, Georgia, as the Masters gets underway. Good evening, Jim. I want to talk to you about the Masters, but first I'd love to get your thoughts on the death of O.J. Simpson. Obviously, a majorly controversial figure, as I said, captivated and divided the nation in those trials.
Well, it sure did. And when you think, Brett, about the heights that this guy rose to, he was Arnold Palmer. He was a mega star at the beginning of the television age. Everywhere he went, he was greeted with cheers and adulation. He had a smile. He was in Hertz commercials. He was running through airports. He was an All-American and great player, Heisman Trophy winner at USC. Just kind of captivated the sports world, went on to have a great announcing career. And then, of course, his life took a very disturbing and despicable turn with the accusation acquitted in criminal court and convicted in the civil court. So it's an inexplicable life, really, from the height that he achieved, for all of the talent that he had, to where he ended up. It's inexplicable.
Now, we'll agree with this, the Goldman family statement today. The only thing I have to say is that today is just a further reminder of how long we have Missed my son, how long he's been gone, and the only thing that's important today are the victims. That's Fred Goldman, Ron's father. I want to turn to something happier, and that is the start of the Masters. This morning, a little delayed, but you saw the honorary tee-off by Jack Nicklaus and Tom Watson and Gary Player. Just seeing that every year, just for golfers especially, gives you goosebumps. It started a little bit late because of a rocky weather storm.
2.5 hours late, but it's always great to see the Golden Bear. Of course, who will forget all the way back in 1986 when he won at age 46, had a chance to spend some time with him yesterday. He's still sharp as heck, still doing really good. Going to have this tournament coming up in the Memorial. But just to see him out there brings back so many great memories. Yeah, it was 2.5 hours late, but Bryson DeChambeau, who has jumped over to the LIV Tour, came out today, shot a 7 under par 65, 8 birdies, 1 bogey. Right now, he leads Scotty Scheffler, who is the tournament favorite. Coming into the tournament, he won a couple of years ago here. He's playing the 18th hole right now. He's 6 under par, so just 1 stroke behind. But after that rain cleared out, it's been windy this afternoon, but the greens are firming up again. They had a half-inch of rain, Brett, but it's getting tough. The conditions have been pretty tough this afternoon for the guys. And right now, Tiger Woods through the 7th hole. All eyes are on Tiger Woods as he tries to play in this tournament. After leaving the Genesis Open at Riviera, he had the flu. So really, his first tournament of the year, and he's even par right now.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch him competing after all he's been through. We saw the picture of Bryson DeChambeau, who had an amazing round today. But there is still that tension between the PGA and the LIV players, although after a number of majors, the LIV players are holding their own each time.
Well, they sure are. I mean, they have 13 players in this tournament. They have some of the top players in the top 20, a number of them. So, you know, they're a force to be reckoned with. Obviously, LIV is not going to go away. They're trying to figure out a deal, how to get along, how to coexist, how to come together on some type of merger. There's really no progress that's reported of any substance that looks like this is going to come to an end anytime soon. But obviously, that's the hope, because the disintegration of the PGA Tour and what LIV has done has not been good for golf. Ratings have been down. But this is a week right here at Augusta National that everybody celebrates. This is the best week in golf. It's the best run, best organized event that our country puts on. And it's in an international park. It's just beautiful. So hopefully everybody will put aside the differences that they're having in golf and come together and have a great tournament.
Next year we'll do the interview in person again. John Rahm, the defending champion, went over to LIV. He made that announcement, Jim, right here on the special report. So golf is always a little bit in the show somewhere. We appreciate the time.
Absolutely. We miss you here, Brett. Come on, let's go. Get back down here.
You bet.
A tradition unlike any other.
That's right. That's right. Up next, we talked to the new chairman of the House Appropriations Committee, and later, the State Department's new diversity officer's past comments raising eyebrows.
Cracked windshield? Schedule with SafeLight. We'll come to you to fix it. This customer was enjoying her morning walk. We texted her when we were on our way. She can track us and see exactly when we arrive.
I have a few more minutes. Let me go.
We came to her with service that fit her schedule.
Yeah.
The best thing, we got right to work with a replacement she could trust. We come to you for free. Schedule now for free mobile service at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight. Here's SafeLight Weekends.
Pharmacy has been in business for nearly 100 years. A lot of time went into the last prescription and a customer credit. We use all our tools to put prescriptions, process insurance claims, and make deliveries. Some in Washington want to better the technology tools we rely on. The misguided agenda will empower a foreign adversary and hurt small businesses like ours. Our leaders need to strengthen, not weaken, American technology.
Americans turn to RV and record members as they pursue the spirit of freedom and travel exploration.
The RV community is stronger than ever as family and friends seek quality time together. Camping has been a part of the American dream since 1966. Shop over 6,000 RVs for less than $200 a month, only at Camping World.
I take balance of nature because it makes me feel great. I really thought that they paid people to say that stuff. And then I tried it. I was surprised. Balance of nature really was the game changer. I'm serious, it works.
Go to balanceofacre.com and get 35% off plus $10 off any additional sets with your first order as a preferred customer by using discount code Fox News.
My son was always happy. He was 25 when he got it. You're watching the sentence of Carol. You already recognize it. The need for Wounded Warrior Project continues. Your support is even more important now, because the greatest casualty is being forgotten. It was a real hard time for us, and watching the Warrior Project. That's right there is where everything started changing. Our donors help parents and receive programs and services that rebuilt their lives. Please join those who are already faithfully giving. All of all just $9 a month.
It's come a long way. I mean, because of you. Keep fighting and pushing forward.
My life is not what I've been, but Wounded Warrior has helped me get past the pain and the all of all mine, give them $90 a month. We'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project as a thank you. It's a very powerful. One warrior carried another on the battlefield. We have to see the people of the station carried the warrior. Please, give those folks. Thanks so much.
Let's save this and definitely continue it next time, boys. All right, cool. See you then.
Wind and air quality ratings on every real estate. Trust the #1 app real estate professionals trust. Download the Realtor.com app today.
Life insurance is too important